Cassidy Linty. I'm going to be doing a video today for my online clinical pathology 1 course 2223. I'm going to be doing a blood draw and a blood film as well as a packed cell volume and a total protein. And I'm going to be doing a cephalic draw for my patient here. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. Your mom's right there. So I'm going to put a little bit of alcohol. Your mom's right there. Your mom's right there. Okay. Just let that dry a little bit. And I'm going to poke bevel up. Good job, Bo. Good job. Okay. That should be enough blood for what I need. Good job. And now Shoshani's going to hold off the vein. Alright. This is a EDTA tube, so I'm going to put the blood in here. So that way we can get it, keep it from clotting. Just going to invert it a couple times. Okay. So now I'm going to make a blood film. And my microscope slides. The micro hemocrit tube. To make my film, I'm going to just put this on here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put a drop of blood towards the edge. Okay, then I go down. I'm going to take another slide. I'm going to do it at a 30-degree angle. And once the blood is all the way across, I'm just going to smear it up. And here's my blood smear. I'm going to let this dry. So normally what I would do is once this is dried, I would stain it with my Wright's 3-step staining. For the purpose of this video, to save time, I already have a stain. But what I would do is once this is dried, I would put it in 1 for 10 seconds, 2 for 10 seconds, and then in the third one for 20 seconds. I've already done that with this slide, so I can go ahead and start evaluating it. My microscope ready. Okay, I'll turn the light on. So when evaluating one of these slides, you're going to be looking at the feathered edge for any platelet clumping. You'll be looking in the monolayer for the red blood cell and white blood cell morphology and the platelets. So I'm going to move this all the way up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on my lower magnification first. Okay, once I have that focus, I'll move to my next. It's going to be 10. I started at 4 times magnification. And I'll focus on my 10. Okay, once I get that focus, I'll move on to the next, which will be my 40. And before I go on to my 100 times magnification, I will get my immersion oil. Looks like my immersion oil was left in our regular lab, so I'm going to go get that. Or Shoshani, do you want to go get that while I do my other test? So, while she's getting my immersion oil, I'm going to go ahead and get my PCV ready. A packed cell volume is the total percentage of red blood cells in the blood. So I'm going to get my micro hemocrit tube. I'm going to take some blood out. Okay. And then I'm just going to right away go right over into my clay and put a stop in, clot in. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it over here to my centrifuge, and I'm going to put the clay portion outwards. I'm going to go ahead and do that a second time so I can balance out the centrifuge. Okay. Okay, same thing on the opposite end. Go ahead and close my plug and put my cover over. And we're going to centrifuge this for 5 minutes. Okay, I do have my immersion oil now that Shoshani went and bought for me. So what I'll do before I go over to my 100 times magnification is I'll put a drop onto my slide. Alright, so once I get that focused, so I can look around at the feathered edge. Again, I'm looking for platelet pumping, and then once that, I can evaluate that, then I'll move on to my mono layer, where I'm going to be doing, just looking at the red blood cell morphology and the white blood cell morphology. If I was to be doing a differential, I would be counting the red blood cells to, or the white blood cells, to 100. And what I would do is for everyone I see, if it's neutrophil, I would press 1, lymphocyte, monocyte, a band neutrophil, and I would do that until my total got to 100. And then I would record those numbers for the doctor, whoever looking at it. So as far as the blood film, that pretty much sums up what I'd be doing there. While that's spinning, I can get my total protein ready. My total protein is going to be a test that we use to determine the hydration levels. Not quite sure what happened. Let's just turn it off and see what happened. If we have to do it again, that's fine. Looks like it might have just came unclasped. So let's just see, make sure our tubes are still okay. Looks like our tubes are still fine. Looks like it just came unclasped. We can just put it back to about 4 minutes because it hasn't been running very long. Make sure it's collapsed this time. So for the total protein, we're going to be doing it on our refractometer. I can't do that quite yet until I have my plasma from my PCV, so we can wait for that. While we're doing that, I can show, now that this is dry, I can go ahead and show how I would stain this. So I would just put this in my blend. We'll just do this for about 10 seconds. So after about 10 seconds, I can move over to my number 2s. I don't accidentally spill them. Okay, about 10 seconds, I can move this over into my last dip, and I can do that for about 20 seconds. going to be our chart that we're going to use to rate the PCV. We'll line it up at the bottom where the red blood cells start, and then where the plasma ends here, and then we'll read where the Buffy code is. Okay. Let this spin down. Open them. Alrighty. So I have my two here, and you can see where there's the red blood cells, the little white film there's the Buffy coat, and then we have the plasma here. So I'm going to go ahead and read those. We're looking at about 42 for this one. Here, see what we got for this one. About 42, 43 for the second one. Okay, so now I can go ahead and do my total protein. Don't want that anymore. So I'm going to take this microscope slide so that way I can just kind of cut this open. Oh, that one didn't work out too well. It's okay. Put a little too much pressure. Okay, now I can open this. I should be able to just snap that now. Okay. Put that twice. Okay. So now I should be able to close this. Should be able to get my total protein now. Okay, and it looks like we're at about 6.5 to a 7. Alright, so now that I have my total protein, my PCV, my blood draw, my blood film, that concludes this video.